One of the questions asked by atheists is that if God exists, if a loving God exists, then why there are rapes, suffering, and crimes in the society? They fail to realize that existence of God does not mean that everything in this life will work according to our desire. Fine. So existence of God actually depends on the fact what does the God expects from us, and from where we can learn about what God can be, what God expects from us is religion. And from religious book, the divine books, for example, if you are a Hindus, you should go to the primary books of Hindus, which is Vedas. If you are Muslim, you are supposed to go to the Quran. And if you are a Christian, you are supposed to go to the Bible. And specifically in the Bible, you need to go to the Torah and the Gospels, because in the Bible everything is not Torah or everything is not Gospels. So when this question came that if God exists, then why there are rapes in the society, why women are raped, and if God wants, he can prevent rape. But God never promised, at least in my religion, in my book, God never promised that this life would be heaven and no atrocities will be committed in this life. In fact, this life is a test for hereafter. That's what the religion says. And a test, you will face problems, and there will be rape, there will be murder. That's the reason it is a sin. It's a major sin to rape someone, it's a major sin to murder someone. There's a reason why it is called a sin, because God knows that this will happen, because God has actually given us an ikhtiyar, a choice to be good or bad. This is the only reason why these things happen. God never promised that I am a loving God, therefore I will prevent rape. God never said that I am a loving God, I will prevent murder. What God actually promised, that whatever crimes you will punish, you are committing right now, you will be held accountable for that on the day of judgment. So when you limit God to this life only, the life which we are living right now, this world only, then your arguments actually holds weight. But when you compare it with other life, that means that suppose if a woman is raped here and she dies and she does not get justice in this world, what will God do? God will punish the rapist, maybe send them to for hell for millions and millions of years, and in return the woman may get a blissful life for eternity. So as compared to whatever the woman has tolerated, so whatever she is getting is much much higher. For example, if you are, God forbid, I don't want this for any woman, but if a woman is raped in this world and uh, she has not got justice, and this life is temporary, maybe she may live up to 60, 80, 90, 100 years, but in the hereafter she may get eternal, which is more than which is a life which is not ending, in which she is having a blissful life. I think that she will never remember that she was raped in this life as well, because she has been compensated for whatever trauma she has faced in this world. And the compensation is actually infinite. So you are getting traumas in a limited quantity. By limited quantity, I do not mean to undermine the trauma of a rape victim. By limited quantity, I am comparing it with the afterlife, that as compared to afterlife, this life itself is limited, and this life itself is like negligible, 0.00000.1% of the hereafter. So in 0.000.1% of the hereafter you get a trauma, then you have been compensated for the trauma with infinity. Right? So I don't think that I think that this is what ultimate justice is all about. Now this is an Islamic This is an Islamic point of view. Fine, you may disagree with it. You may say that, okay, I don't believe in this. What is the evidence for this? What is the evidence for that? I said, okay, fine. What are your alternatives? Why don't you give an explanation that why women gets raped? What is the atheistic point of view? See, whenever I ask an atheist what is an atheistic point of view, he actually says atheist is not an ideology. It just answers yes or no. Atheist is not an ideology. It answers yes and no. That means atheist is meaningless. If you do not have an ideology, who give you the right to have a question? You should be able to, if you are criticizing religion, then you should actually provide a solution for it. Just blind criticism is not accepted. You are saying that, okay, fine, god does not exist for blah 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 reasons. Fine, I agree with you for the sake of argument, but what are your alternatives? Why do women gets raped from the atheistic point of view, or whatever ideology, like secular, human? What is the humanistic time? Please tell me, what is the humanistic explanation for someone who is got raped, why she got raped? And most of the rapists, unfortunately, are not punished in this world. So by that logic, it is an privilege and advantage for the rapist nowadays. So you need to accept this fact. If hereafter does not exist, then raping is an incentive. Raping is a privilege, because most of the rapists will not get punished at all. So why should people stop raping? I'm not encouraging rape. I'm just saying that whatever point of view you are encouraging is not having any impact on the society. If you say don't rape, the rapist will ask, why should I not rape? You said that you will be punished. The rapists say that most of the rapists go free hand, and the police is in my pocket. So what else can you give the answer? Fine. Because whether you like it or not, rapists do exist. What else can you give the answer? Will have no other answers for that, except the only thing which prevents rape, I think, is religion, if practiced properly. See, you think that religion is a person. No, religion is not a person. Religion is a way of life. Person needs to follow religion. So if a person is following religion, he or she has an incentive to follow that religion. That's the reason they are following it. If you are saying that there is no incentive to follow religion, then I would ask you that what incentives is there to be a secular or liberal or whatever ideology you are following? Because anyway this life is going to end. Anyway the rapist will not get punished. So what how will you justify your answer? You will you say that the people are getting raped and there is no solution to it, and they will never be punished? Is this your answer? Is the solution you are trying to propose? What we are proposing is that if even if in this world, in the next world they will be punished. Now you can agree with that or disagree with that, but no alternate solution has been provided by you. So the default ruling actually remains that there is an afterlife, and the rapist or any crimes or any suffering which people have suffered in this life will be compensated and will be punished according to their deeds.